Hi, welcome to the GenX Glam Gab channel here on YouTube. It is great to see everyone, whether you're new, whether you're coming back, and if you're watching this real-time TGIF. I'm your host, Mom in her basement, doing a little bit of glam, doing a little bit of gab, and we need to get underway because I'm also a mom on the go, and we got to get going. We got to keep this thing moving. The train no stops today on the train. The train is not stopping. We are just rolling down the tracks. Okay, what have I done? Lots of skincare, wash and dry the hair day, layers and layers of skincare. My face is feeling really, really, really nice and soft and ready to receive some more makeup. I've also done some color correction. I've brightened under my eyes and in my T-zone using my Fenty Beauty brightener and a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Vanish, which this product I could not live without. I'm going to talk a little bit about how we are. It's amazing May around the corner. We're coming into June, July, August, these quintessential summer months where it's really, really hot. So I thought, why not dig into the boxes and get out I've sampled this before, but it wasn't, you know, I think this dropped. I think NYX dropped this kind of in the dead of winter. It is their Buttermelt Glaze Soft Glow Skin Tint. It's an SPF 50. It is a chemical base. This is not a mineral-based sunscreen. It's 93% skincare formula with niacinamide, mango, and shea butter. So I was inspired to dig this out because Megan made a comment in a video that I was checking on this morning, and she was just asking, she's actually asking about the Makeup Forever palette, this one that I've been showing, that I brought on vacation. I've had my eye, okay, I think I said this before when I used it. I have had my eye on this palette for well over a year at Sephora. I've swatched it a few times, not, you know, as much as you can at Sephora, but I just like this idea of like the all-in-one action. I can get, you know, I can get color correcting, I can like get a base, I can get my pops of color with the blushes, and I haven't gone into the deeper colors yet, but I think that they will be nice to warm up my face. So Megan was just asking, like, how do you think it would do with, you know, large pores or, you know, different types of skin? I don't know. All I can say is that it blends really well into my skincare. It doesn't seem to settle into any of my fine lines or any of my creases. I feel kind of smoothed out after it's all done, but I haven't gone in deep. I have not gone, you know, I'm just very on the surface, and I've used my beauty blender. I haven't necessarily dug in with a brush. So it's been very much a spot, very specialized spot coloring, spot based foundation, and, you know, spot blushing. So I thought, you know, I said to Megan in the comment, you know, you could really sit on the fence if you're going into the summer and you're looking for a foundation, because there are so many tints out there and we don't need a full base in the summer, right? It's going to like melt off. Last summer, this was my routine, was using the Invisible UV Flawless Poreless Primer from Charlotte Tilbury. I repurchased this and I cashed in some rewards to get like a nice, like gift with purchase, I guess, if you will. I cashed in rewards. I redeemed. The loyalty program's great over there in Charlotte Tilbury. It takes a while to build the points, but what you can redeem it for are pretty decent. So this Charlotte's Magic Vanish, that again, I just could not do without. This stuff brightens, it conceals, it could even be, you know, if I use it, I put it on my cheeks if I want to build like a little bit more of a base but don't want to use foundation, and like a lip gloss, maybe a tiny bit of powder. And I didn't even do that every day, but every day I did use this sunscreen, or of course a sport sunscreen if it was going to be a really sporty day. But so you could just, I was saying to Megan, you could just, like, you know, get by with using some of these sunscreen tints as summer rolls in, because, you know, because you're getting the SPF protection, and I think I need to shake this a little bit. You're getting the SPF protection and you're getting like a little bit of a tint. I got this in the shade 02. Again, it's just SPF 30, so it's not meant to be, you know, going out there and protecting you from, you know, got a softball game or whatever else, and sun's gonna be beating down on you. Maybe it's not for that, but like you're going out in the evening, or you're even running errands in the day, and you start your day off with a little bit of this NYX Buttermelt Glaze, get your tint, get your little bit of protection of sunscreen on your face, and good to go. So let's go ahead and use it. Again, this is in the shade Vanilla Bean Butter. So I just thought, you know, after chatting with Megan, I'm like, you know what? I haven't used the NYX in a while. Let me dig it out. Has a nice scent to it. Let me dig it out and just use it today because the sun is poking through. Oh my gosh, we had a lovely sunny day yesterday. And so I'm just manifesting. I'm manifesting Mother Nature to be like, come on. So let me lean in. Like, it's kind of like a sun-kissed tint. You know, I'm not using a lot, and I'm using the Beauty Blender. So the Beauty Blender is picking up some of the product, but that's why I just keep kind of like going back in, you know, blotting, dotting, blotting, going back in, getting more. Let's not forget the neck. Can't forget the neck. Let's go in with the neck. Oh, I started this video with a little bit of lip liner. I'm back to using the ones with the kind words from Rare Beauty. I'm taking a break from the Cadence NYC, although this thing's so cool. Really like it. Oh, did you know? Oh, I'm just gonna like random. Elf dropped, I think it's 6 new shades of their $2 liner. I'm just saying, I don't think I'm gonna go in and get any of those because I definitely don't need any more lip liner. But I got the notification because I get all the notifications. I get so many spam. It's not really spam if I'm like looking forward to, you know, these notifications of what's going on in the beauty space. All right. Oh man, it looks a little patchy, not gonna lie. You can probably see it too. It's just because I kind of did a rush job. But you know, I'm gonna warm this up with a little bit of a creamy bronzer. I'm gonna go in with my hands because that's what I like to do. That is my personal favorite thing to do because my skincare is it was so set today. It just really, really laid down well. So anything that I'm putting on it, this is not pilling, which is another bonus, right? There, it's on there. It's just blended into my skincare really well. It's a tint. It's not it's not full coverage. So it's down. It's gonna do its job. It's gonna protect me from the sun if I go out and take like a lunch walk or something like that. And I'm gonna keep building on it. Let's see, what did I pull out? Oh, I pulled out some more NYX. I thought, why not? If we're gonna use the NYX Buttermelt Glaze, why don't we go in and use like the NYX Lip IV? Although I don't think I'm gonna put it on my lips. I think I'm gonna use it on my cheeks. But before I do that, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of a base from the Glow Recipe, like their new Flush blushes. This is the deeper shade. This is their Berry Flush. I think they call it Berry Flush. It's a serum tint. I don't know. People aren't really talking about this anymore, but I kind of do like it because it's like a nice dewy base. And so I'm going to put that down first. And then we're going to use the Drip and Rose in the NYX IV. But I don't want to put the NYX. Look at that. Just a nice little, I love it. Like it looks dark, but once you put it in there, it just kind of is like it is like a flushy, glowy, you know, accentuate the natural redness that you kind of have going on in your cheek area anyway. And that's kind of like what I like to do anyway. So let's go in now with the Drip and Rose. This is just a couple of dots just to give it a little bit of a glow. And I'm not putting this on my lips because I'm thinking of using it here. Oh, what did I pull out to put on my lips? I wanted to try, I haven't tried this. Oh, I did find my Juicy Tubes. If you watched my video yesterday, I was looking all over for this Lancome Juicy Tube balm. It is another one of these melty balms. It has not a bendy applicator. Has a little bit of a scent to it. Smells like watermelon. Anyway, I'm not using it today, but I pulled it out so I don't lose it again. I haven't tried the vanilla. It's, let's see. I haven't tried the vanilla toffee from e.l.f. yet in the new melting balms. So I thought, let's try that. I think I gave the other one away in a giveaway. So this is like, I'm squeezing it. So trying to get some out of the tube. It does. It tastes like vanilla. What do we got going on? I know I put the lip liner on. Maybe I shouldn't have done that because they're not going to get like a true sort of color view, because the lip liner, when it hits that balm, it's going to spread out a little bit. It feels so nice. I tell you, those melting balms from e.l.f. feel so nice. Look at that. Look at that pigment. This is supposed to be a lip and a cheek. It's even called, like, it's got like lip in the title, the NYX. It's a lip IV. But man, you really can use it on your cheeks. Look at that. Look at that color I just popped on there. All right, let's Let's warm up the forehead. Warm up the forehead. Did I already say it was a wash and dry the hair day? It was a wash and dry the hair day. So was yesterday, 2 days in a row. But you know what? Because you're coming back from travel, like things like hair suffer the most. Like you're using waters in a place where, you're not used to. Maybe it's hard, maybe it's soft water. It's just, so I thought, why not treat my hair? Why not treat my hair to 2 days in a row, washing and drying, just to try to get some of that, I don't know, regularity back to it when it was like kind of, I was kind of pushing it in a foreign environment, right? And it didn't like that. Kind of got frizzy and might have dried it out a little bit on this last trip. And that's not very good. That's not Gucci, as we used to say in Brazil. Gucci instead of Gucci. And then Walmartchi, we would say Walmartchi instead of Walmart. That's just the way. That's just the way that that you can sort of, I don't know, what's the word? Portuguese words with particular sounds. Anyway, that was random, but I do say Gucci a lot, and I don't want to confuse anyone. It's from my years and years of living in Brazil and messing around with pronunciations and turning like English words into not necessarily Portuguese, but putting the sounds into them. It's random. All right, let's go back in with a little more of this. Want to warm up the lids. If anybody watched my video yesterday, I cut it off because I used my new palette from Lancome, and it was like way too shimmery. But I came back from it. It was fine. But I was reading the back of it because it shows on the back. I should have checked out this key. But so on this thing, it's matte, satin, frosted, and glittery finish. So I thought maybe I should try it again, and try to pick up one of the matte colors. Because when I got that this Lancome bundle, can't reach it, last year at the holidays, I really liked the shadow palette that came with it. It's not within, it's in a different drawer. I can't reach it, but I've been meaning to get it out because I do like it. All right, let's go in again. And I'm going to try to see if I can find a matte. But I think I've identified this one right here. That's just a regular old matty matte, nice beige base. Or so I think. I don't know. Let's see if I'm getting any shimmer on this. Let's see. Where's my Minecraft mirror? This was a fun find. Speaking of NYX, this is a real NYX video. NYX did the Minecraft collab. So cool. Tiny bit of shimmer. I mean, where the heck is the matte in this palette? This is the problem with hanging out with you guys and going, not live, but, I'm so uncut down here. There aren't like so much, like talk about first impression videos. All of my videos are first impression videos because they just are. You're getting impressions as I'm getting them. All right. I'm a little bit nervous, but maybe I'll go over here. I'm sorry. What would help if I pulled the dang thing up? This is the one I tried yesterday, and that was Shimmer Nation. In fact, I think I might have accidentally touched my brush against it. This is probably a matte, but it's a little bit darker than I'm going for. But why not? Let's just go in. If I'm very, very gentle, oh, that's okay. And it is a matte, It's just like, it's a little bit darker than I was going for, but at least I've identified a matte one out of this palette. Yeah, I can blend that out a little bit better. I'll do a little bit better. I need to get some powder on. What was I think? I'm going to blend this a little bit better. Let me go back in with the Beauty Blender with that. Doing the lean in. It was a little bit dark, but that's okay. How are we doing? I'm going to lean way in so you can really see what's going on in here. I don't think I did much. I'm going to just say, like, I didn't do myself any favors on the lids. But then again, I was just messing around. Oh gosh, I hope I didn't get any. This is a new top from vacation. I hope I didn't. I feel like Popeye the Sailing Man. I hope I didn't get any makeup on me when I leaned in like that. All right, let's do a little bit of powder. And then I've got to skedaddle. I got to get out of here. But I cannot help myself from just pressing that button and thinking like maybe somebody wants to hear what's going on or see something that I'm trying out. Like today, the big deal try was getting back into this. The NYX Buttermelt Glaze, the point being we're rolling into summer. There maybe isn't a huge need to, you can sit on the fence if you're out there looking, you know, for a foundation. Oh, I did pull out my favorite drugstore foundation. Barb W turned me on to this, and I've pretty much decided this is my favorite drugstore foundation, but it's more of like a serum tint. It's from L'Oreal. It's the L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. Has a really nice light coverage. I don't know. If you want full coverage, you know, base, I got to think about that some more off the top of my head. You know, I don't know which one I would necessarily say is one of my faves because I just tend to always go for light to medium coverage, but that's just me. All right, just using, look at this. It's almost time. It's almost time to bust into the one I have on reserve. Ooh, it's always so exciting to bust into a new compact. I've always been excited about that. But even back in the day when I was just pretty much faithful to CoverGirl when it came to compacts. And again, if, you know, every once in a while, my mom would treat me to a Clinique product, if, you know, especially if it was bonus time at Clinique. So I did also have, if I didn't have a CoverGirl palette in my little, very small collection of makeup, then I had like a Clinique one. But it's always exciting to see yourself getting down there because you were like, oh, yes, it was a good one. It served me well. It served me well. Can't wait to get in and bust open a freshie. All right, what is next? I wanted to, tiny bit of blush, Ooh, let's use the Gina. Let's use the Gina from NARS. Oh, I love this shade. This is going to be a great shade for the summer. I really, truly think it will be. All right, let me go in with this. If you were a recent giveaway winner, by the way, look at that, Gina. I love it. I'm working on getting to the post office. I sort of missed the bell, as they say, yesterday. So Sylvia and Spicy Butterfly, we've connected. I have your mailing addresses, mailing info, and I am going to be sending those out. They're going to hit the USPS on Tuesday. So I think that's April 29th. I'll send tracking. And Shanine, I got to go to Canada Post to work on yours. I'm thinking of doing that tonight. I will also send tracking. Congratulations again to all those winners. There is a giveaway going on. I'm going to draw it on Sunday, this Sunday, April 28th, if you're watching this real time. So you can still sort of get in on that. I think the odds are in your favor. There's over 60 comments, but that doesn't mean 60 people have commented to get in on the video. I think there's one thread in there, and I can't remember who it's with. We've got like, I don't know, 5 or 6 or 7 comments back and forth just in the one thread. So some of it's me. Some of it's me. All right, let's spray. Let's give it a spray. I should really use my Milani, the spray that I brought on vacation, because I did a really good job of getting through that. Used it quite a bit. But we're going in with the Charlotte. Ooh, should be in the mail today. The new Rock and Roll gel liner pencil should be in the mail. Some goodies that I cashed in points for. Next week should be some flower nose coming in the mail and a little bit more Charlotte Tilbury. Super excited. All right, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, thank you so much for hanging in there. I hope your day is Gucci. I hope you have a Gucci day out there today. I will see you in the next video. Take care.